First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rukal Kadosh, Bagadi Yahweh, Bagadi Yahweh Shai. Double honors to elders and apostles, great millstone, who have taught me this truth. And a shout out to Yakin that's out there on the four quarters of the earth, going out and proclaiming this truth. As you know, last week I was talking about a P0420 code, and you know as well as I do that if you live here in Fuckfornia, also known as California, but I call it Fuckfornia, because the whole smog thing is bullshit. But Cadillac converters are not a cheap or easy fix. As you know, it's especially you got something like, say, 10 years ago, 2008 Chevy Aveo. I mean, I've had that car for quite a while. It's my means to and fro. The car's been in an accident. It's a sight for cops. It's a red car with a silver door. I mean, who the fuck ain't going to recognize that, right? So I got pulled over, right? And, of course, he writes me a fix-it ticket, right? So here's what I'm trying to do in the meantime is I'm trying to pass the catalytic converter test. I run the Cata cleaner, which I was told to get it for $20, to at least try to see if it's just a dirty Cadillac converter. So I'm trying to clear the monitors. Unfortunately, the battery trick, taking the cable off and then putting it back on, doesn't work here in Fuckfornia. They've caught on to that, so you know, it's just another way of Esau making you get rid of your car. And that may actually happen if this Cadillac converter cleaner did not work, because Esau's going to give you no hope whatsoever. He's going to tell you that, oh, well, you can't clean them, you can't fix them, you know, call the muffler shop. Oh, you have to go through the fucking dealership. And the fucking dealership wants like $1,700 just for the part, another $100 for the labor. So it's like, fuck. You know, that's the kind of money that you spend when you're overhauling a car. When you're trying to rebuild a transmission, when you're trying to rebuild the motor. For a fucking goddamn Cadillac converter, but you see, it's just it. Your car won't pass smog. And when you got a fix-it ticket, no, even running around on a temporary pass, that's not good enough for these fucking pigs. No, they fucking wanted a full running thing, so you know you ain't got the 1,700. So if this thing doesn't fucking work, and I have to replace it, obviously, I'm out of a fucking car, which was going to be my transportation to and from the San Francisco camp. But I've already made arrangements, you know, to take a bus, because I said I would take a bus anyways. But that would have been the vehicle that would have taken me there. So it's just been a trial, and then we just know that, you know, this ain't a fucking game, you know. We're prophesying on the street. Esau doesn't like what we're teaching because it cuts him, you know, because he now knows that his days of ruling power, being the in power like he is coming to its end. So crazy motherfucker tries to pull out a gun, you know, on us. But of course. And isn't that interesting, though? I did a video a few days ago, just right before the incident happened. I read out of Revelation 11. And it said, if any man should hurt him, the same in this manner must be killed. You know, so what happened to the guy that pulled the gun? Well, cops arrested him. Of course, so the Most High was watching out for us, you know. We have the power to open and shut heaven, you know. We're only out there to prophesy to the hopeful elect and to condemn the rest of the world, because of course the rest of the world's going into slavery. The 2/3 are going to die in World War III. The third woe cometh quickly. That's what we're prophesying. Anyhow, you know, on this other thing though, I've had the car for 10 years. Like I said, yeah, I once took the car too fast and then I hit a tree. It rolled backwards, so it's been a salvage title. But now this Cadillac converter thing has come up. This ain't the only car that this has happened to me on. I sold another car, a Corsica, for the same reasons, because I didn't have 800 to 1,000. This one's twice as much. You know? They say, oh, just change the O2 sensor. Well, that didn't fucking work with the Corsica. Changing the O2 sensor. But, you know, hopefully cleaning that too. And again, you know, it's been Groundhog Day ever since then, you know. I still don't know if this thing's going to pass, you know. You have to drive it long enough until the monitors come on. And I've been doing that as Groundhog Day for a while now. And it's the same day over and over again. Nothing ever moves forward. So that's what I've been dealing with there, aside from pushing this word, you know. which is the ultimate thing, is to push this word. So I'm going to leave it at that for everybody that's been watching the P0420 code that I put up last week. This is an update, so until then, Shalom and Brakatachi, all Yakim.